We had ourselves an AL Central matchup as the Royals traveled down to the south side to take on the White Sox at Guaranteed Rate Field. Tyson Ross, the veteran right-hander on the hill for Kansas City, making his 14th start of the year. He's got a 4.61 ERA. And the first pitch of the game was a slider that did not slide, and Yoan Moncada jumped on that, sends it into the right field seats for a no-doubt shot, and the White Sox make it a 1-0 lead just like that, but it's all good because Tyson Ross settled right back in. Next batter up, Avisail Garcia, chasing a slider. After him, it's Jose Abreu, also going to chase a slider. How about the next batter, Matt Davidson? 2-2 count. He's chasing a slider too. 3 straight strikeouts. Reynaldo Lopez on the hill for the White Sox, 15 start of the year. He's 3-5 with a 3.78 ERA. And in the top half of the second, Jorge Bonifacio is going into the left center field gap. It's going to hit up against the wall, and Bonifacio is able to get his feet onto second base for a double. And then with one out, Hunter Dozier rips a single into left field. Bonifacio is scoring from second base. An RBI single for Hunter Dozier ties this ball game up at 1. That would be all they do, though, as Sandy Leon then grounds into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. But it's all good because it's back to the Tyson Ross show. 3-2 count to Greg Bird. He's going down on a cutter. Strike 3. Later in the inning, runner on first, 2 outs. Ryan Cordell, he's chasing a slider. Move things on to the bottom half of the third. Moncada, no home run this time. He's chasing a 2-seam fastball. 1-2 count to Garcia. He's going down on a slider. Move things on to the bottom of the fourth. Ross strikes out Davidson, up and in fastball. Next batter up is Wellington Castillo, the 2-2 count. Breaking ball in the dirt, swings through it, drop third strike. They complete it by throwing over to first. And then he completes striking out the side by getting Greg Bird to swing through a cutter, and he strikes out the side. Now onto the bottom half of the fifth, where it's still a 1-1 game. 2 outs. Reimer Liriano at the plate hits one up the middle, but Torres with a beautiful diving play from the seat of his pants throws at Liriano. And then the bottom of the sixth is where things start going south. Jose Abreu with a 2-out hitting up the middle for a single. Next batter up is Davidson. He's going to hit a ground ball to Torres. It looks like it's going to be an easy out to get out of the inning, but instead he goes the second with it, not realizing they sent Abreu on the pitch. And then Wellington Castillo gets a hanging slider and sends it into the left field seats. A 3-run shot for him makes it a 4-1 White Sox lead. Now on to the top half of the seventh, where the White Sox are pitching. Royals bats are up, and Tommy Joseph, recently up from AAA, rocking number 29, the new DH, hits it into the right center field gap, and he has himself a stand-up double. So then with nobody out, Hunter Dozier hits a ball to the right side of the infield, allows Joseph to move up to third. And then Sandy Leon gets a hold of a ball, but it's going to die out right at the warning track. But it is going to be deep enough for Joseph to tag up from third and score, make it a 2-run game. It's now 4-2. But then in the bottom of the seventh, when Jake Jewell came on for the 22nd time out of the bullpen for Kansas City, Ryan Cordell would go up the middle with a single to get himself on base with 1 out. Next batter up would be Reimer Liriano, and he's going to clobber a pitch into left center field. That's out of here. A 2-run shot for Liriano makes it a 6-2 ball game, his 5th home run of the season. Bottom half of the 8th now, Trevor Rosenthal comes on, hasn't gotten much time this season, but in this game, runner on first, Greg Bird at the plate. He's also going yard as Greg Bird, 2-run shot in the full count. His 7th home run of the season makes it an 8-3 White Sox lead. They would carry that into the end of the game as Reynaldo Lopez gets the victory for the White Sox. As the late innings blew it yet again for the Kansas City Royals, they dropped this one, on the year to 36-32. White Sox are now 27-41. Reimer Liriano gets player of the game honors. He was 2 for 3 on the day with a home run and 2 RBI. Wellington Castillo had a 3-run shot. Moncada had the leadoff home run. Greg Bird had a 2-run shot. Reynaldo Lopez gets the win. Nate Jones gets the save. Tyson Ross gets the loss, despite him absolutely dominating for the first 5 innings. For the first 5 innings, he struck out 11 batters. But then in that bottom half of the 6th inning, it was a nightmare as he gave up that 3-run shot, and that was really what cost him. Is all downhill from there. And with that being said, it's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Kansas City Royals Baseball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
Well, I hear the devil calling, gotta pay him what he's due. I can't stop the dogs of war. I can't stop the dogs of